And now the Greek of the week. So the Greek verse of the week comes from Luke chapter 11, verse 1. Kai ageneto en to enai auton en topo tini. All right, so kai means and it came to pass, or and it happened. Ageneto is the aorist of genomai, worth memorizing because it appears so many times. The gen is what tells you it's genomai, and the fact that it's not gen, but gen tells you it's not in the present system. In fact, the epsilon on the front tells me it's augmented, which suggests it's a past tense. This is an aorist. It's a second aorist. I've just memorized it, that gen is the aorist of genomai. Omai, it's deponent. Yes, it is deponent. So to is a middle or passive ending, but it doesn't mean anything. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It looks like a sheep, a passive sheep, but it's an active wolf. Anyway, it is aorist, aorist middle deponent. We say it's deponent because it looks passive, or middle or passive, but it's not. Aorist middle deponent, third person singular from genomai. The aorist middle and the aorist passive actually are built on two different frameworks, two different chassis, and so it's middle in form, because if it was passive in form, it would have a theta eta. But it is active in meaning because gen, oh my, it's deponent. So, and it basically memorize, it means and it came to pass, or and it happened. And it happened en to enai auton, in the to be him. This is an infinitive game. Enai is the infinitive of me, to be or not to be. Enai, anyway. So en-to infinitive is a temporal or a timing game. And when it's en, it's a same time or contemporaneous time game. So we could translate it as, and it happened while he was. While he is wouldn't be good English because the lead verb is in the past tense. And it happened while he is, that's bad English. So just use your common sense. And it happened while he was, while him to be, while you kind of have to get the game. And it happened in the him to be, and it happened while he was, in a place certain, in a certain place. Tani is the indefinite pronoun. If it had the accent on the first syllable, it would be the interrogative pronoun, and it would be who. But this is obviously not who. This is in a place certain, a certain place, in some place. With the accent on the second syllable, it's the indefinite, or with no accent at all, it's the indefinite. And it came to pass while he was in a certain place, prosukomenon, he was praying in a certain place. Prosukomenon, the own goes with own. So this is masculine accusative singular. It's matching who it's who's praying. Him praying. Him be praying. Jesus be praying. So the own tells you who's praying. Prosukomai, oh my, it's deponent. Men are passive participles, but it's deponent. So we're going to translate it actively as praying. Prosukomai means to pray. So it is a present, because all the letters of the present stem are there, prosuk, present deponent participle, or present middle or passive deponent participle. The form is middle passive, but it's deponent. It's active in meaning. Accusative masculine singular from prosukomai. And it happened while he was praying in a certain place, while he was in a certain place praying, hos epausato, as he stopped. So hos means as, and then epausato. The sigma alpha tells me it's aorist. The augment confirms it. This is pau, pau oh my. I think it's also deponent. We have a deponent fest today. Pau oh my, it's deponent. So to, as here, to, it's a middle ending. Again, aorist passive, it uses a theta eta. So this is a middle, aorist middle, but it's deponent. So it's aorist middle deponent, indicative. To is third person singular, from pau oh my. Basically, as he stopped. Apen, he said. Now it's aping and aorist. So again, I've just memorized this is the aorist of Lego. N, if you've been following these videos at all, you know is a third person singular, past tense ending, active indicative, aorist active indicative third singular from Lego. Nu with an epsilon in front of it is often a movable nu, throw it away. So is a very common third person singular, past tense, active indicative ending. Again, I get past tense, active, indicative, third person singular, all from the Okay, he said. Who said? A certain person said. Tis, again, without the accent, it's indefinite pronoun. A certain one of the disciples, a certain one of the disciples of him. So a certain one of his disciples said to him, prosauton, capital letter, said what? Said, Lord, Kyrie eleison on the road that I must travel. Kyrie, Lord, vocative. Didoxon, this is didasko. A C is the key to a hidden sigma. And so I have son. Son is a second person singular imperative. It's a second person singular aorist active imperative. So I have a song. I didn't come up with it, but I have a song for the second person singular imperatives. Lu present active. Lu present Miller passive. Lu san, aorist active imperative. So aorist active imperative. There it is. Aorist active and imperative, second singular from didasko. Lord, you teach. Please teach us. It's just because it's an imperative, don't read any theology into it. That's just grammar. What are you doing commanding Jesus? It's just grammar, okay? It's just chill out. It's just grammar. Lord, teach hemas, prosukasthai. Teach us to pray. Accusative of the personal pronoun. Prosukasthai, again, prosuk, my, its deponent, same word as prosuk omenon. But esthai tells me it's a infinitive. 6 out of the 7 infinitive endings are I. And the stha tells me it's a Miller passive infinitive ending. Now, but it's prosuk my, so it's deponent. So even though the form is Miller passive, we're going to translate it actively to pray. Teach us to be praying. It's present. So it's a present middle or passive deponent infinitive from prosukamai. My, it's deponent. Teach us to be praying, present tense, teach us how to pray. Teach us to be praying. Kathos kai, just as also Ioannes didoxen tous mathetasau tu, just as John taught his disciples, John the Baptist, that is, just as also John taught. Didoxen is also aorist. See, the C is the key to a hidden sigma, so we have a hidden sigma epsilon. Epsilon is a third person singular past tense active indicative ending. There's the augment, so this is indeed aorist active indicative third singular from didasko, just as John taught the disciples of him. You might say, oh, that looks feminine with an alpha. Oh, that looks masculine with an omicron. The article never lies. Tous is accusative masculine plural. This is looks feminine, but it's not. Okay, so, and it happened while he was in a certain place praying. As he stopped, a certain one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray, just as also John taught his disciples. And that is the verse of the week.